Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Adam here, also known as Vraf. Welcome to another brand new video where we're doing something a little bit different, something that I haven't done on this channel yet. I don't think I've seen a lot of it, so I do apologize if you guys aren't really interested in these type of videos, but there will be definitely new, more risque videos on this channel. But welcome to what I call the anime episode reviews for this week, or this summer, or not summer, spring 2018 anime season. This is definitely going to be something that I want to be doing a little bit more frequently, type of episode type reviews. If I'm not liking the anime or if I'm not enjoying it, I will definitely drop it. So I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter if you guys wanted to see those type of things. Definitely check me out at VrafMate. That's my Twitter handle. But without further ado, guys, to talk about this is the episode reviews for Lostorage Conflated Wixoss. Now I'm going to be uploading these a little bit later, so these are a day late upload. So this is going to be something that I want to do on a regular basis, and this is something I'm really excited to do. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing My Hero Academia, and if you guys have any more other suggestions that I'm going to be doing for these episode type reviews, then let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want to see from me, what you guys really want to, want me to improve on, what you guys want me to talk about, things like that. And as well, I'm going to be talking about a lot of things within the anime, things I like, things I dislike. These are just going to be a little bit easier videos, something to keep the channel a little bit alive, more fresh, more, revealing, so you guys will definitely get something something anime related when it comes out. So it's definitely going to be something a little bit cooler. So without further ado, let me just stop babbling. Let me actually get into the video. So today we actually have the first episode of Lostorage Conflated Wixoss. Now I'm a huge fan of Wixoss. I definitely enjoyed the first and second season. The third season was a little bit off. I feel like it was a little bit too serious, a little bit edgy for some things, and I know a lot of people are like, oh man, he used the E word. Yeah, no, it was a little bit weird for the third season. The third season was pretty good. I still liked the whole thing about the coin bet and whatnot, and I think that was absolutely fantastic. The whole reasons about wishing and whatnot, but yeah, I think the third season was interesting. It never really finished off with a full conclusion, and I was a little bit worried that they weren't gonna do that. They were just gonna leave it off at that point. I thought that as soon as the third season was done, that was it. We were never gonna see another bit of Wixoss. But the studio did go on a little bit of a break, and they trying to revise the story with the fourth season, which actually I'm really in love with right now, when I've only just watched the first episode. So for a lot of people have already watched the first episode. Apparently the first episode is just the OVA version of Wixoss, the third season, which I did not actually get to see. I watched all my animes on Crunchyroll or Funimation, because those are the best way to support anime developers. It's the easiest way to do it, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. So try to support your devs, the people who actually create the Crunchyroll account, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's like they don't get paid a lot from these studios, because I do understand that Crunchyroll doesn't pay animators a lot. They just license the anime for the season, and that's pretty much it. But regardless, yeah, I didn't get to see the first, or the OVA, sorry. It was something that I did miss. It was a little bit disappointing, but I got to see it now. It's the first episode of the fourth season, and I do apologize for newcomers in the series that want to know what I liked about season 1, 2, or 3. This is a really bad entryway for people to start, but the fourth season is really bad if you're really trying to get into Wixoss. If you really want to watch Wixoss, do not start on the fourth season. The problem is because there's a lot of characters that are returning from season 1 and season 2 that weren't in season 3, and there's also season 3 characters, so you definitely will not understand anything that is going on within the fourth season. The first episode talks about I forget her name already, but it was one of the old Larigs from the first season, and she was under Akira's Larig, but like I'm really forgetting her name right now. I'll put it on screen, but she was basically looking around and trying to see if our old main character, I'm really forgetting her name right now. Who's her main character from before. It's not Ryoku. It's Suzuko. She wanted to know if Suzuko wanted to get back into being a selector. She wanted to know if they would keep fighting the darkness, because Carnival is technically still out there. There's still a lot of evil within the world that is happening, and she wanted to find out if Suzuko wanted to continue helping her fight the darkness. But Suzuko, because in the third season, Suzuko's entire the reason of becoming a selector is because she wanted to become friends with Chinatsu again, and she wanted to meet Chinatsu again. And since she already attained it in the third season, there's no point for her to go back into this again in the fourth season. And so when that happens, it's like even Hana is literally pushing her and telling her, hey, you can't go back because you already got what you wanted. You don't want to go back to that torture, because there's a lot of things that happens. For starters off, once if you lose all your coins, you get your body taken over by your Lorig, and it's something that's really apparent within the series. And so it's one of those things where the main character doesn't need to go back, and it's something that I'm a little bit interested on how they're actually going to push her character into the right direction. I think Suzuko has no real reason to go back and fight the darkness. She should just stay out of it entirely, and especially since the information that they were giving to our other main characters, which was Lorigs, are now starting to control the hearts of other selectors. They're starting to really dive in and take over selectors, even when they're at the last coin, which I feel like that has something to do with Carnival being there, which is something that is a little bit interesting. It's definitely going to be something that's going to play a huge part within this season of the show, because I don't think any of the rules have changed from the third season. The third season rules kind of feel the same. So because one of our characters, I'm still forgetting her name right now, but because she doesn't like the whole fact that Suzuko can't play, at the end of the episode, what really surprised me and really shocked me was that they basically she goes and reaches out to Ryoku, one of the old characters. Now, at the time, I didn't really see the full poster for Wixoss. I didn't see the season 4 poster at all. There's definitely some spoilers, but when she saw Ryoku at the end of the episode, I was losing it, because Ryoku, I genuinely thought that they weren't going to cross paths. I genuinely thought that the season 3 characters just would not cross paths within the season 4 characters, because there was no explanation of how much time has actually passed since the first selector game. It didn't feel like it was that long, but this is definitely the second iteration of the game, and I genuinely feel like that was something that I was lacking. I didn't know what was going to happen, because we don't get to see the end results of Ryoku and Tama. We never get to see if they actually get to meet up in person. We do know that Tama did become her own person at a specific point of time, but we don't know exactly where she is, what she's doing, how she's been. And that was the end of season 2. And even in the Wixoss movie that recapped pretty much everything, it's what showed off everything at the end of that season, which is really interesting. And I really like to see where that story goes with Ryoku and Tama, and what's going to be happening. Now, at the end of the episode, there was an opening, and it does seem like Tama is back in her own card itself. She is her own Lorig again, so it's hinting that Tama is somehow back into her Lorig form, which is a little bit weird, because I don't know how that fully works. I don't know how that's going to take a huge effect within this, because from what I got from the second season was Ryoku got her wish. She got the understanding of that Tama could be her own person and that they could be friends, because that was her whole goal the entire time. And for Ryoku to actually come back into the game, it makes a lot of sense, because if Tama is still her card form, if Tama is still in her Lorig form, then she has a true purpose of coming back into the game. She has the 100% purpose of coming back into Wixoss, because she has something to fight for again. This is something that she's always wanted. So her wish is to be friends with Tama in real life. She wants her to have a body in real life, and that makes a lot of sense if she comes back and this is how it is. And I'm really excited to see Ryoku coming back into the fray. I don't know if her friends will be coming back. I did see a little bit of them in the opening. We did get to see Akira was in the opening, Yuzuki was in the opening, and there was a bunch of other characters within the opening and the poster. And the poster that I'm looking right now, there's a lot of people here. So I don't know if the green hair girl is coming back, the one that just really wanted to have friends. I think her name was Hitomi or Hito. Sorry, but I don't know if she's coming back, because she technically doesn't need Wixoss anymore. She definitely suffered a huge amount of pain from Wixoss, and I feel like her goals was to get friends, and she has those friends. She doesn't need to really return. She doesn't need to come back or whatever her name is. She just, you know, is kind of gonna be there. So I don't think she's gonna really return as a huge main character within this season of Wixoss. But I do think that Yuzuki will return, though, because Yuzuki still wants to have that wish, which is incest. She wants to be with her brother, you know what I mean? And that's what you got from the first season. That's the whole thing. I think her arc still hasn't been resolved fully, so she's definitely gonna want to come back and help Ryoku out, so that she can attain her own goals, while at the same time help Ryoku get her own goals. But something was a little bit different from Ryoku when we do get to see her back in this episode of Wixoss. She didn't really act like herself. She was humming a lot. She was smiling. She was being this happy, energetic girl, which is a little bit weird, because when you see her in the first episode or the first season, she's definitely not like that. That's not how she acts. That's not how she behaves within the show. This first season definitely defined her as a character, and that's definitely not what she is within this world. So I don't know if it's Tama in Ryoku's body or something else, but maybe she just became a happier character within the show. So I'm definitely excited to see what they have. So things I really liked: Ryoku came back as a character. They have specific things that each character wants to do and everything, and that's kind of what I like. I like that the fact that they brought the season 1 characters back into season 2, or season 4, sorry. It's really, really good, and I was really wondering if we would ever get to talk about those characters. I know we talked a little bit about it within season 3, and it's still being talked about again within this season. That's what I really liked from this show. Now, things I didn't like about the episode, there was a bit. For starters off, number 1, I didn't like the fact that they don't recap anything within the show. They don't recap what the event happened within season 1. They don't recap what the events that happened in season 3. They touch upon season 3, but they only talk about the last bit of episodes, and then they also go and meet that Lorig that's also in that dude's body that got taken over, and it kind of sucks. It sucks so much. The one that Shinatsu like just killed in the episode, because she was like, if you love me, then you'll lose for me, and it kind of sucked. But the thing is that, like, I really would have liked it if they had a recap or some way for them to introduce brand new characters, so that they would have made it so that it's a little bit more friendlier for people to come and just jump right back into the series. I think Wixoss season 4, which is Lostorage Conflated Wixoss, it's definitely going to be a long spring season for this show. It's definitely going to be something that's great, that I do really, really like. Something that I also like about this episode is the music. The music is really good, and they also keep the same animation style from the past 3 seasons, which is really good. Something that always worries me is that, like, if a new season comes out, hopefully the animation style is the same or somewhat of the same, which I think that this one is really the same. So I'm really happy and really excited to see where Wixoss will go within the next coming episodes. But guys, if you do have anything else that you guys want me to talk about within the next few episodes of Wixoss, let me know in the comment section down below. I do really want this to be a full running series on the channel. We'll definitely be talking about My Hero Academia tomorrow, so keep your subs out for that. We're going to be talking about everything Deku, All Might, everything pretty much. That will be coming out tomorrow, which should be April the 8th. So definitely keep your calendars out for that. We're going to be talking about My Hero Academia, probably Persona 5, and we're also going to be hoping to see when Steins Gate 0 is coming out, because I want to really talk about those episodes. I really want to go deep within those episodes and talk about everything related towards that. But guys, my name is Omen, also Wrath. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next video, later.